What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, here on Industry Talk, and welcome to Primetime Pod, the hottest information resource outlet for all things entertainment, breaking news, celebrity interviews, and the hot topics of the day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us on all social media platforms, our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, you name it, we're on it. Just Google us, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime.
Okay. Shit. Prime time vibe. Make sure you check it
How the fuck you think he missing? He's 8
Yeah, and Secondville a whole lot.
Now I'm not trying to get a little messy with you.
Time is money.
They go trap.
What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G, coming at you all the way live. I'm in your space and I'm in your face, and I'm definitely blessed to be living here another day. It is April 4th, 2026. We are live at 5 here in the great state of Mississippi. And it feels good out here today. The sun is out. The birds are chirping. The wind is blowing. The leaves are shaking. But I hear there's a little overcast headed my way. No fret. No worries. It's all a part of this cosmic thing that we're a part of. I'm not a mind reader or seeing to the future. I just got a call from a very interested individual for a conversation. Miss Seven told me that there's rain headed my way. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to take cover. At the same time, we're here today with a wonderful conversation with an individual artist out of the great state of Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. We're going to introduce to our audience in the Boss Talk Podcast Network, the Primetime Network, the Industry Talk Network. She's something special, ladies and gentlemen. I've never met this young lady personally in my life. Love to do so one day, hope to do so. But her talent level is extreme. Diamonds in the rough, things of that nature, all the cliche titles and topics that you can put onto something. No, that is not her. She's already a star, and she knows it. She's a content creator. She is a model, actress, songwriter, lyricist. We're going to get into her name, Seven, SEVYEN, as well as, how deep off into this rabbit hole Miss Lewis is ready to go when it comes to the music industry and her content creation space and everything that she brings to the table. This is going to be a great conversation, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead on and jump this thing off like we normally do. And if you have not subscribed to Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime, and you are paying attention and you're hearing my voice right now, I need you to like, share, comment, subscribe, engage, because today is going to be one of those conversations. But if you haven't, this is for you. Stop what you're doing right now and go subscribe to Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime on YouTube, all social media platforms. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to make sure you tap in. Right now, over 72,000 subscribers and well over 11 million views and watch time hours. So make sure that you continue to support, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and keep tapping in with us, because we're going to keep on bringing you this hot content every day and in every way. It's your main man, Big G. And make sure, like I said, stop what you're doing right now and tap in. Like, share, subscribe. Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. Make sure you tap in with us. Boss Talk Podcast 101, Boss Talk Podcast 101 Primetime. You are here on Industry Talk. I am your host, Big G. And let's jump this thing off the way we know. Are you creating because you want to be seen? Or are you creating because you were called? Because there's a difference. See, when you're just chasing attention, you move different. You follow trends, you look for validation, you wait for permission. But when you're walking in purpose, you don't ask, you align, you build, you become. And today's guest is someone who understands that creativity is not just about what you produce. It's about who you are while you're producing it. Seven is not just creating content. She's creating from a place of identity, spirituality, and authenticity. In a world full of filters and facades, that kind of realness, it definitely stands out, ladies and gentlemen. So today, we're not just having a conversation, we're tapping into purpose, passion, and the power of being exactly who you were designed to be. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, I would love to bring to the Industry Talk stage Miss Aysha Lewis, aka Seven. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Miss Lewis, how would you like me to address you? Seven or Miss Lewis?
Whichever works best for you, but I think everyone's starting to love Seven, so we can do Seven today.
Okay, we'll rock out with Seven today. I certainly appreciate that. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed and highly favored. That's exactly
okay. Amen to that. Amen to that. Now we're not gonna take this down no path of righteousness today. We're gonna have a deep conversation about who you are, and I don't know where that's gonna take us.
Hey, we don't know. Easter is tomorrow, then.
Okay. So tell the people a little bit about who you are and where you're from, and then we'll get a little bit deeper into the conversation. Let's start off with some easy stuff. Let's start off easy.
Something simple. So to just kick us off, I am from Jackson, Mississippi, the capital, Jew City, as you may know, the 601, the different titles, the home of America's music, the birthplace of America's music, the birth of the culture. I take a lot of pride in being from where I'm from, because that defines me, that defines my work, that defines my mission and my goals in life and with what I'm doing. My name originally is Aysha Lewis. Seven kind of picked up on my business ventures that I've taken on the way to the position that I'm currently in. And it's also one of my lucky numbers. I don't know how spiritual you may be, but I'm a balance of religious and spiritual. And seven for me is my life path number, aka like my lucky number in a sense. And it's the holy number. So my faith is something that's very important to me, that's kept me going and pushed me to the positions that I'm in now. And thank God I am able to hand opportunities to people to help them voice themselves, to voice their passions and their talents, and to make them feel heard and seen. And I feel like that's always been my calling, to be that ear and that assistance to somebody, just helping the community and just helping people in need in general has something that's always been near and dear to my heart. So to do it in front of people in all these different ways and to connect with lovely people like yourself, it just feels great, and it motivates me to continue doing that for others.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, did you hear that? You heard it here first. Seven said that I'm lovely. You know, I know that I'm the finest motherfucker on the planet. But to hear from somebody else, I appreciate that, Seven. I appreciate that energy, man. I need that.
You cool. I love the energy. I told you that when I first got on here. Energy is everything to me, and I didn't feel scared. I feel like I'm at home. We kicking it, just talking.
Without question. Because look, my thing is, if I can help or assist shining a very bright light on who you are and what you do, then what's my position? You know, what's my place? Am I just on this thing as a talking head, a talking pundit, just running my mouth and not exercising my blessings? Yes, I'm a very spiritual person. Right. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a Christian home. Mm-hmm. I went to an all boys Catholic school down on the Gulf Coast, St. Stanislaus. Graduated from there, went to college, then started working with the Department of Defense, Department of the Navy. So yes, I'm a very spiritual person. I'm a very religious person, very disciplined individual as well. So when you talk to me about it, that even brings up the question 7. You alluded to it a little bit, but let's talk about, is it a spiritual situation, symbolic, or strategic when it comes to your branding, outside of it being your lucky number, your spiritual number? Talk to me about why you incorporated it into what it is that you're doing with your brand.
So I believe with the number 7, correct, like tying that in, just to make sure that I understood the question correctly.
Say it again. Okay, I thought you dropped out. Say that again.
No, I was asking. So you were saying like, how did I tie in the number 7 into what I'm currently doing?
I mean, just your branding, your whole marketing, the strategic approach of what Aysha Lewis is doing to represent 7 and what it means to you. I mean, what was the whole intent of naming yourself 7 as an artist and using it, knowing that it represents so many different symbolic things in your career, in your life? I want you to talk to me about, or go in depth about, what 7 means to you. Okay,
right. So 7 to me means peace. That's something that's very big. It means peace to me. It means completion. And faith is another one of those big things. So I try to be that, and I feel like that's also a reflection of my character outside of what everyone else may see, because a lot of what people do see on a public scale is like just pieces of me. I feel like everyone has different versions of themselves. So with me having these outlets are different characteristics that you are seeing of me. You have my peaceful side, you have my goofy side, as a lot of people do see. I'm very silly, as you haven't already picked up on. But I can also be very straightforward. I could be stern, especially when it comes from a place of love. So that's where you may hear it a lot in some of the pieces. I don't say music, I say pieces that I do create. So the number 7 is just, it really represents who I am, faith-wise, and the portion of that.
Okay. So before I go another further, big shout out to everybody that's joined into the live. I've given everybody enough time to start filtering on in. We started conversation, we jumped off into it. I'm here talking with 7, ladies and gentlemen, out of Jackson, Mississippi. Content creator, actress, model. She's a woman that wears a lot of different hats, great personality, beautiful smile. And we're going to get to know Miss 7 today, Miss Aysha Lewis. Jonathan Shaw, that's what I'm going to do. Miss Angel Reese, not Angel Reese, my apologies, Angel Williams, Dearmore, Carolina, Gennaro Edwards, my man, Lil G, Galen Smith. Let's see who's over here on these other. King Neezy, Terry Allred, IHOP 2 times. I hope I said that right, because I'd be messing up people's names. I promise I'll be jacking the folks' name when I be trying to call them off. But I like to represent everybody that chimes in with us. We go, so we stream over all of these platforms: Twitch, YouTube, Instabot, all, you know what this shit is. Anyway, we stream over all of them, right? So me trying to be in the studio doing all this stuff by myself without, other people helping to push the buttons, because I'm not on the phone. I'm on different. Okay, so forgive me. But I got this shit under control, though, Seth. I got it under control. I promise you I do.
I trust.
Big shout out to everybody that is tapped in with us today. Let me see here. Let's get back to it, though. Let's get back to it, really. So when let's start out, where'd you go to high school in Jackson? If in fact it was in Jackson, where'd you go to high school?
It was in Jackson. So originally I started my freshman year at Jackson Academy, which is a private school, if some don't know. And then I transferred to Murrah High School and graduated there in 2020. And I can definitely say it's a big difference between both schools.
Between private and public school?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Now was the private school you went to, was it predominantly white?
Yes, it was predominantly white.
Okay. And then, of course, the public school, it was a mixture of both. or it was predominantly Black?
It was a mixture of both, but it was mostly African Americans.
Okay, so when you graduated and you crossed that line, when you sat there and you walked across the stage and you got that diploma, what was the mission and the vision once you said, okay, I'm done with this high school thing? What was the next steps?
So the plan originally was I was supposed to be an RN. I was supposed to be a registered nurse in the emergency room, trauma department. And as I continued on with school, I started to feel like I was doing it more so for my family and other people that just seen it as like I would be secure financially rather than myself. And when I got into my freshman year of college, I remember having a conversation with two of my family members, and I told them, I don't know if this is for me. I see myself like having my own event venue, like doing events, like having community projects for people. And my family was like, well, that's cool. Like, you can still do that. But security wise, like, you got to make sure that you're straight, and then you like helping people. So nursing, we think that's what you should do. So when I got to a point to where I decided to tune out the noise and to listen to myself and figure out what I wanted to do, what makes me happy, because they're not living my life for me. It's my life. I have to be the one to deal with this position, not them. The world of business caught my eye, and my father, he has like a few entities under his name, so I was starting to pick up that from him. And my grandmother, she was also an event coordinator herself, but she would do like community events. I'm talking like national night outs, like turkey drive stuff at the elderly homes. Like, I would always be on one of their sides watching how they would pour back into the community and be their voice, but instill the safety in Jackson, like all the way until Frank Melton was mayor. So I've been kind of active and in the community, and I've just always been like in the shadows. But events was always on my mind before college. I did my first event at 14 years old at Jackson State. So
and what was that event?
That event was a glow in the dark party for my friends and I at summer camp.
Okay. Yeah. But you coordinated, put it together. How many turned out for the event?
How many turned out? It was like almost like 50 of us. Because then you had 8th grade all the way down to like.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was a lot of kids, and we just split it up into time. So each age group had their fun. So even the babies got a chance to get some food, have their little fun with their music, and it would switch over into the next group. I just helped with the organization and was like, okay, if we're gonna make this happen, we need food, we need drinks. Luckily, the counselor was a DJ on the side, so he just decided to do a little something for us, and he helped us make it happen, and it was fun. It was so much fun, man.
Now, you mentioned Frank Melton. I mean, I don't know if you was saying, things were cool up until, or what was that? What was that being thrown out there? You know what I'm saying? Because events was jumping and everything was safe up until Frank Melton. Let me know what's going on. Talk to me a little bit.
It's not like up until, it just shows like the longevity of how long I have just been in the scene and in the know with the city of Jackson.
Okay, gotcha.
I've just the city go into this drastic up, and then it just dropped a while. So it was just the longevity of how long I've been here.
Okay, and we want to make sure we clarify that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not to say that we trying to be politically correct, because I don't give a good goddamn about what nobody say, do, think, none of that shit. What I'm saying is, she's trying to show that her family has been in the mix with this in Jackson for an extended period of time. You know what I'm saying? The ups and the downs. What I'm not going to allow you to do, though, Seven, is not mention your father's businesses on this platform. You know what I'm saying? You say my dad got a couple of businesses, and you just speed bump past it. That ain't cool, man. Come on now.
Good.
Come on now. Speak on Pop's businesses, man. Speak on Pop's businesses.
Yeah. So Pops was actually the former sheriff of Hinds County. He was. So I was up around.
Oh shit, we messing with the law, y'all. Oh damn.
We cool.
Oh, that's why she didn't want to say nothing, y'all. She the po-po. God damn.
But ain't no shame in my game. Yeah, that's Pops. We love.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So, and then he also has his own security business. He has his own laundromat, and the laundromat. Okay. I love what he's doing with the laundromat. You're able to take EBTs if there's anything that you need from like the the detergent, even if you want some snacks and stuff in there, like he's making it affordable to where even the low income is able to still take care of their business and wash their clothes. And he also does rental properties with Airbnb and stuff like that.
Okay. So you've seen, so that's what's inspired you. You've seen that model. You say, okay, hey, okay, everybody's giving you. You have a plan A in your mind. Like I said, can't nobody live your life. Nobody sees what you see through your eyes, and what you're seeing is entrepreneurship. What you're seeing is your father and family members in your line that are cut from your cloth. You're like, wait a minute, man. We all been leaders. We all been champions and owners, and you know that's what I want to do. I want to be an event planner and organizer. Had your first event at 14. You know what I'm saying? Did the glow party. You know, so I can see where you're pulling inspiration and creativity from. You're a very blessed individual, especially to have pops in your life, a strong black man in your life. And I don't want to just put color on it, but we all black. So there's no, you know, I'm not, you know, there's no avoiding that. But I'm there because you do have a cut out there on the Surrender album called Black Man. Well, it might not be on Surrender, but it is a some inspirational words that you said about the black man. I pay attention. I do my research now. So before we go deep off into it, I just want people to know that there's some method behind the madness of what we're doing here today. We're letting you guys know about Seven, a beautiful soul, beautiful mind, beautiful spirit. She's a lyricist, intellectually savvy, funny, quirky, one of those ones. So now let's talk about moving into a little bit further with the conversation with after high school. Did you go to the University of Southern Mississippi?
I did, and then I transferred to home.
Okay. Did you tell me that?
I think I had slipped it in there. I might have.
No, you didn't. I already studied that. I already read. Don't try. No, I ain't gonna let. No.
We got so into the conversation. We know.
Huh?
We just got so into it. We went so fast. It's okay. But yes, I did go to Southern Miss.
Talk to me about that experience, because I just love how you kept everything Mississippi.
Yeah.
You know, you graduated from high school, and then you made a decision to stay in state and study at the University of Mississippi, a very prestigious university, nonetheless. All of you may not know. I'm just letting you know. And I'm not throwing shade, ladies and gentlemen, but don't just let the fact that Brett Favre is tied in with USM throw off the fact that USM is still a great university. Right. Okay. You know, just because there's some SNAP benefit fraud of millions of dollars, and we got folks out here with $1,500, $2,000 SNAP frauds going to jail, and the governor and Brett get a little slap on the wrist. We're not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
We ain't got to, but we can if you want to now. We can if you want to now.
Listen, I be paying attention to what goes on in these streets. I know what's going on.
Okay. But USM is a great university. So talk to me about that experience, and what did you study while you were in school?
So I studied nursing.
Yes, we got that part of it. You know what I'm saying? Was there anything else? That was your specialty? RN, registered nurse? Okay.
It was my major, but then as a minor, I was supposed to do film and media, but they never provided me the course to take it. Yeah. And so in the midst of going into business, I thought about doing interior design. I feel like it was more so like my OCD. I like being organized. If my space ain't organized, I can't think straight. So I liked that idea for a while, but I felt like that wasn't me. And then
you know I'm about to interject something right quick, right?
I felt like you was. What you finna say?
Yeah, because you're talking about being organized and shit. Hold on a second now.
Yeah.
How long did it take me to get you on the email, a phone call? I mean, you know, I thought I was bothering you. I thought you would just like put me on the D&D list. Like, man, I wish this motherfucking nigga would leave me alone. Like,
no, it wasn't like that at all.
So please tell me how it was. Please tell me how it was. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know on Industry Talk, I keep it 100% real. You know what I'm saying? I went through hell trying to catch up with this lady all the way up to the point. Now, y'all know me. Y'all know me. I do not like to use images that I pull off the internet. I like to have my guests provide me with what they want to be represented with. I like to collaborate with them with their music and the whole 9 yards, so I don't get any kind of copyright strikes or get kicked out of my community. Nothing like that.
I can take the blame for that. I can't. I have been.
I don't want you to take no blame. It's no blame. You're a busy individual. I know. I get it. You told me that. You said I'm busy. But you gave me the thumbs up. You said you was gonna be here, and guess what? Lo and behold, we are talking to 7, ladies and gentlemen. We are here talking with 7. Great conversation. I like to bring stuff up. That kind of triggers me. You know what I mean? My therapist said I need to let things out sometimes. You know what I'm saying? When I was unboxing some of the traumas that I've experienced in my life. So that kind of triggered me a little bit. You know what I mean? That abandonment issue that I'm dealing with in my life.
We love to see that. Love transparency.
So please continue as you were traveling down that University of Southern Mississippi road.
Yeah, all the way down to the Berg, the lovely Berg. It was definitely a party school for sure. It lived up to its name.
She say nothing about education yet. She said straight party.
I mean,
love it.
Honestly, I wanted to see what it was like. You only go to college once, unless you want that. But I had to get that part of the experience too. With it being a predominantly white school, it was not so foreign to me. All because I went to JA, so I kind of got a brief experience of what that was going to be like. But the environment, as far as like with the people and some of the students, it's very cliquey. It kind of gives off and this is just my personal experience. To each its own. Everyone's experience at Southern Miss may have been different. I did not enjoy it, and as far as like the education system wise, I didn't feel like I was getting the knowledge that prepared me for when I went out on my own as an adult. And I wish I would have went to a community college before I went to Southern Miss. I did go to Holmes after, but I felt like I should have switched it around, and I probably would have had a better preparation, and I may have been more focused too. But all in all, I'm grateful for my experience at Southern Miss. I learned a lot of lessons. I had a lot of friends that would just come and go. I had a job for a while. I worked at a daycare with the kiddos down there. It was lovely. It was lovely. So trying to balance that and school life, it's something. But if school is for you, then cool. But it's not for everybody, because I learned more outside of school with business than I did at school. And they're not doing requirements and stuff no more for education, which is very insane to me. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't trade my experience for the world at all.
Okay. And then the transition from university back to Jackson. What transpired that? What happened? Because a lot of times people of your ilk or of your mindset have the tendency to leave Mississippi, especially when it comes to being an artist or a creator or taking an opportunity, jumping off the porch to be in the hip hop lane or the rap lane. And I don't even want to say that because it's a cross between spoken word, poetry, your life. There's a lot more to it than just rap. You see, so explain to me and explain to the audience why you didn't leave Mississippi.
I didn't want to leave Mississippi because I felt like it was my home, and there was no other energy compared to being in Mississippi. Like, I've traveled to Atlanta.
Amen to that. I vouch for that statement.
The food is even different. I love the food here. I'm a big back. It may not look like it, but my back is very large. So there's no place like home, seriously. And before Southern Miss, Alcorn was an option. And it was supposed to be for dance because I was in band at Murrah. And so Golden Girl, that's what I wanted to be until I had a leg injury. So we moved on to Southern Miss and focused on the studies.
Okay. And leg injury. What kind of leg injury? What do you mean?
Leg injury, in the band, like, I guess it was a time where I didn't stretch the way I was supposed to. So when I tried to do a certain move in position within our dance and stuff, I injured myself on accident. So I had to heal. And by the time trials came along, I wasn't fully healed yet. so I couldn't try out.
Okay. I mean, you tore up something in your knee. It was a strain in your calf, your
Was
meniscus, your ACL,
my hamstring in the back.
hamstring. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you couldn't do. I mean, what was the instrument that you were playing?
Well, I played the cornet, the tuba.
I'm just saying. I mean, you said you had a hamstring, and what was you playing? The clarinet?
No, I played the cornet. It's like a smaller trumpet.
Oh man, we ain't about to get. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all want me to take her down this road? Please, y'all want me to take her down this road?
Where we going? What's the road?
I'm trying to a hamstring industry, and you couldn't hold a damn trumpet to do a couple of moves.
But this is the thing. I was dancing. I was in color guard. That's how the leg injury happened.
Okay. Now it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. You wasn't just doing like Jackson State, marching band. You wasn't doing that type stuff. You was doing like the what's their ladies that dance in the front? What's their group?
Yeah, Diamonds of Perfection is what we were.
The Diamonds of Perfection. You was doing those kind of moves. You was really out there getting it.
Yeah, it was a mix. It was a smooth mix. Shout out to Mr. J and shout out to the band. Love Murrah.
Okay. All right. Well, I sure hate to hear that. But damn. Wow. But see, a lot of hamstring. I'm just hamstring stop you from, But anyway, moving right along.
The ventures.
But we know you see yourself as a creator, right? Mm-hmm. So what's important? Ownership or exposure?
What was that last word?
Exposure. What's more important to you? Ownership or exposure?
Ownership. It's nothing better than having your own and feeling that security. And then you're able to take whatever it is in any direction that you want to. It's more so about that control and feeling secure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're active across multiple platforms, and we're seeing the surge. I'm seeing the surge. I can see the uptick. I can see how you do what you do. Although, you can give me a call and I can put you in contact with a few people that could help you, fine tune and tweak some things. That's up to you. Cause I ever want to tell people how they need to do what they doing. That's your business, But we're tied into a network that really assists folks in doing what you're doing, at a high level. But what works best for you now, which one of those platforms works best for you right now?
Between everything that I do right now, my business with my company is what works best for me. And that's where it got a special place in my heart. That's been my baby for like 2 years, but it's been planned for so long. Okay. And I'm glad that I have the team that I have now that's seeing my vision and helping me to accomplish. And they're like, Aysha, like, we're here. What you need us to do? This need to get done. All right, cool. We're on that. And then it's support on a personal level as well. Like those my dogs. I can call them at any time. And even if we just need a good cry or a good laugh, we're there. And we're able to keep a balance of personal and business. And that's what makes it into a family. Like, I don't like addressing them as the team. Like, I call them family. They're like, what's up, fam? Because it's much more than that. It's much more than business with us. But that view of helping the city, because that's all we want to do is give the opportunities to people. And we're such like-minded individuals on that, to where that's what brought us to our success to this point. So you're able to see more of me in my creative ways, as well as other people around the city of Jackson in the state of Mississippi as a whole.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I like that. So, I mean, do you want to give your team a shout out? I mean, since they're not here with us right now, I mean, people that are involved, I mean, they're, just give them a quick name drop, Of
course. This is actually the fam right here behind me. They made this for me for my birthday. So we got Tay. Tay is our brand and merchandise director for Seven Spaces Entertainment. So a lot of the hoodies, the hats, even the sevens, that's what a lot of people love that you see. Taylor is over there, and she's a model herself. She does her own thing. And then we have, I don't know if you can see our brother Story. Story is who there you go. Story is who I performed with in Gym Week on the very last day. I don't know if did you see that video?
Yes.
So yes, Story is who I performed with, and he is one of the ones that has gotten me.
He had the red hat on, right?
Yes, sir, that is him. So he's the one that's pushed me into this direction of music. And Inspire is also a artist herself, but she also acts. She does film. She does marketing. She hosts, and both of them are in charge of our media and marketing department. Then we have Sammy. Sammy's of our communications, and he's an excellent dancer when it comes to jigging or even just praise dancing. And then Crump, he also does Crump too, and he's great with the camera and media. Um, Jordan and then KG and Kaylon, they are our brand ambassadors for Ace Club, which is our merchandise. Tanikia, she is our talent development director for the Septum Agency. So that's a space for all models and actors to come in if they're looking for gigs to build their resumes and comp cards, and be a part of some of our own castings. That's where Tanikia comes in. And then you have Said. Said is a photographer. He's a videographer. He has his own business and he's over our film department. And then we have Wolf. Wolf is an event coordinator for the Spade Foundation, and that's where you see most of our community projects where we're giving volunteerships. And you'll see something called the Click Up. It's the photo walk that we do here in Jackson, and we do it every month. And that's free for all models, photographers, videographers, even content creators to just pitch in on dressing as the theme and just coming to wherever that we can, and they just create. It's just a space to create. So these lovely people, and then Trail is an artist too. So these lovely people are continuing to inspire me just by watching them and being around them so much. And I wouldn't be as far as I am without them. This my
Okay,
family.
so which one of these individuals is the media relations coordinator? Who would that fall on?
That would be Story and Inspire. So the two that I perform with for Gym Week.
Okay, gotcha. The okay, something I don't know what happened, but you were on stage. You turned back. She had the hat on. And y'all were on stage together doing your thing. Inspire.
Yes.
Okay. So obviously she was the individual that I needed to be coordinating all this other stuff with, trying to get you on to here. Because when you leave it in the hands of the artist, it seems like it just falls on deaf ears and just falls through the cracks for some reason. I'm not sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a team, use the team.
Use the
Ladies
team.
and
Use the
gentlemen,
team.
You know.
Use the team.
That is awesome. That is awesome to see. I am excited to know that you have a support network to get all of your business handled. That is awesome. Big shout out to everybody that is joined the live. My beautiful wife Chanel Tapaso. What's going on, baby girl? Jay Shaw, Jarrell Braswell. What the hell, Jarrell doing? Jarrell, you supposed to be getting ready for a show with Bubba Dub tonight in Greenville, South Carolina, man. What you doing on the live? I had sent you the link to be on here with us. Well, our good man, our resident comedian who normally joins me here on Industry Talk to have conversations with our wonderful guests, is on the road tonight with Bubba Dub. He is in Greenville, South Carolina, and they're tearing up. So they got 5 shows this week. 2 yesterday, 2 today, 1 tomorrow, and then we'll be back at it on our regular scheduled programming with Jarrell Braswell. Well, right now, we're talking with SEVYEN, ladies and gentlemen, a Jackson, Mississippi content creator, artist, model, activist, entrepreneur, intellectual, academic, you name it. She checks off all of the boxes. I was just giving shouts out to everybody. That's what I'm going to do. Big shout out to you guys. Let me see who else is on here. Dearmore, Carolina, Scummy, Sean Champion. Yes, indeed. Big shout out to you guys, man. King Measy. Yes, indeed. Good to see you, my brother. Thank you guys for joining the live story time. Big Ocean Empire. Oh, you laughing. You must know story time.
Yes,
Shay Hawk. Man, look, that's your people. Say her name, please.
Who?
Shahak. I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. Shockson. Welcome to the live, man. Shine Body Double. Welcome to the live. Zach Shot It. Obviously, that's somebody that's tapped in with you. Zach Shot It.
Mm-hmm. I'm familiar with welcome to. Yes.
Okay, good deal, good deal. Welcome to the live. I appreciate you guys for joining us. You're in the space, you're in this place with me, and we're getting into it with the beautiful, the lovely, the lyricist, Seven, ladies and gentlemen. How does it feel to know that you are one of the hottest artists on the scene coming out of Mississippi?
It's very interesting because it was not expected at all. This was something that was for me and for me specifically. And it was just everybody just tuning in to what I was doing. I was posting it and releasing it for myself. The page that you are seeing all of my pieces and creations on was kind of like my spam page in a sense. And I visioned it as me talking to myself. That's one of the main reasons why I'm like, I'm not an artist. I'm just speaking my mind freely. And I'm just, I got to hear myself out loud sometimes. And I got to be able to process the things that I feel in a different way. I gotta hear myself. And if I'm not in tune with myself, how can I move forward? How can I create and give you all the best versions of myself, be the best version that I can be, if that makes sense. So for it to go to this level, I'm glad that a lot of people are able to resonate with the things that I am saying. Like, I've seen tears, I've heard a lot of different expressions and encouraging words, and I received little sticky notes from people to be like, oh, well, you should try doing your piece like with this person, or try this beat. Like, to get a lot of love and support from just me speaking my mind, it feels great to have some people tune in and resonate. It feels like I'm helping others to process and go through the things that they may be going through behind closed doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how are you guys? Well, let me ask you this first.
Mm-hmm.
Your messaging, it leans into self-love, spirituality. Mm-hmm. How intentional is that? It's
very, very intentional. It took a while for me to get this tame, this positive, and this faithful. I've had to have faith the size of a mustard seed for real. Like, for real. So the tongue is a powerful thing. You have to be careful how you speak about yourself, because you can make what you're saying about yourself into a reality, and it'll happen so fast you won't even realize it. Like, how can you expect to grow when you keep putting dirt on your own name? You're not even giving yourself enough grace for the mistakes that you have possibly made as a human, because you're still a human being. It's no guidebook to being a human being and to take the path that you're possibly taking. So it's important to give yourself that grace and to make sure that you are tuning in with yourself and not putting so much of that energy into others to where you're forgetting about yourself. Now your cup is empty and you're withered and you're stuck in this space with this depression, anger, and all this types of mental health for the sake of you're not taking care of yourself and watering your own flowers. So it's a lot of intention and genuine love, TLC, that I'm putting into my pieces. That's why they're called pieces and not music.
Okay. This comes from the audience. Jonathan Shaw wants to know, do you use the same producers? Because now, although before I finish off, I did not know, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, because the communication, there was some turbulence in communication between Seven and myself. I'm not sure what happened. I'm not, maybe I sent it to the wrong email address or I had the wrong phone number. I'm not really sure what happened. But either which way it goes, I wasn't sure that I was going to actually have an interview with Seven today. I didn't know, but I still played the snippet in the commercial last night of her coming on to the show, because I believed, faith of a mustard seed. She said it herself. I had faith. I believed in the spiritual kismet of the world that it was going to happen. And lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? He wants to know the piece that I played last night, a snippet from that commercial last night. Are you using the same producers with your music? Because he was saying that song yesterday was fire. And not the snippet that I used in the promo, but it was the Paris, from Paris with Love.
Oh, you talking about luxury problems in Paris?
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
Oh no! Well, you snapped. You snapped now.
Yeah, I know I probably said some things. My mouth will get me in trouble.
Nah, you really snapped on there. You know what I'm saying? That's why he said that shit was fire. So I'm just,
Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't like the studio. I don't. I genuinely don't. I've had a lot of people try to talk me into it and tell me go here, go there. I've worked with a few producers around the Jackson area, and they some cool ass people. Like, they are very dope individuals and talented as hell. And I just can't get jiggy with the stool. I can't. So I record everything on my phone. I prefer it that way. I'm able to be myself. I don't have to overthink other people's thoughts, and I don't like too many people I don't like too many people in my ear at one time, because once I'm in that mode, I'm focused. It's me telling my story, so I don't need no one else trying to speak and tell me how I'm supposed to present my emotions. They're not feeling it. I am. So I don't like the studio. I like just putting my headphones in my phone, playing around. I've learned a lot of production and the different softwares from the producers that I know. So I'm still learning how to do it. And I've gotten better. We working on it.
now the fact that you made reference to the studio and not necessarily wanting to go into the studio because you like your own solace, you like your own intimacy, you like to do it the way you like to do it, right? But I've been having this conversation with a lot of male artists or different talents that come across the platform when we speak. And it's not often that I speak with female artists, although we've had female artists on the platform before. But I always have to ask this question, just like I asked Dia Moore Carolina out of Greensboro, South Carolina, women in the industry or in this space, in this creative space, whether you're talking about Seven Spaces Films.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know what that is?
If not, y'all better tune in.
Okay, you heard what she said. You better tune in. I just throw little Easter eggs out there to let you know that I have been doing my homework. I love it. I love it. But the things that you have to engage in or deal with as a female entrepreneur, right? Mm-hmm. Or as a female artist, do you run across males trying to take advantage of the situation or trying to take advantage of you because of your gender?
Of course.
Okay, talk to me about it.
All the time. I got a first hand of that experience going into modeling. I started modeling in 2021. So I'm pretty sure you heard a lot of horror stories or even seen it on like TikTok and stuff like that, with some of these models seeing pedophiles, predators. They have different agendas, selling the pictures and things of that nature. I hope and pray to God is no other crazy stuff like that on my good name and with my good face. But I've definitely ran into some photographers that should not be photographers and that should focus more on their work, because they do have the talent and they're able to produce it. But I feel like their intentions is not well, and it's more so for monetary. And I know you got to pay your bills and do what you got to do. But on top of that, I've had a lot of models come to me in concern of who they're supposed to work with, because it's happening so frequently. Men can't just, not, of course not you, but they can't just play their role.
Skippy, say that again. Of course not me. Let's get that shit right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, please.
Not that one, but it's more so like I wish we could just get the job done without all of that happening. Like that, it doesn't have to be like that, because that's how you're messing up the elevation of what we're doing. We're supposed to be a community, and we can't work together as a community if you have this negative mindset. You're part of the reason why we're so held back. So I learned that in modeling. Then getting into the world of business, it was a lot of people just trying to flirt, trying to keep me in their good graces, also for even their own benefits on their business and what they have going on. But for me, I've always remained the same. It's always been intentional. It's never changed from for the people. Like, this is for them. This is to make sure that they're heard, that they got what they need. And it's unfortunately it's a lot of men. It's more so men. I've had a few instances with females, but I feel like with business it's more so a male oriented, male dominated space. And even all the way to the artist or the lyricist side of my life, that has been with cameramen and with producers. A lot of sick stuff going on. It's a lot of sick stuff going on. So I do say to the ladies that is in the music industry and the entertainment industry, please be careful. Please ask questions. Please do a lot of research on these people, because it's a lot of people that's really trying to use you. It's a lot of kidnapping that's still going on, and it's increased. So be mindful of the people that y'all are sharing y'all space, y'all energy, and y'all time with, because you cannot get that time back. I don't regret some of the things happening because it's taught me how to be better as a person. I don't hold those grudges against those people. I just pray that they get their stuff together for their sake, because they need them. I don't necessarily need them for anything, and that's not to bash, but it's just it's a bigger agenda here that I feel like everyone is not paying attention to.
Okay, so let's do this then.
Okay.
Because what you're saying, and 99.999% of the women in the industry deal with this in some way, shape, form, or fashion,
Yes.
right? And like you say, you weren't excluded, so you've been traumatized by the bullshit. Let's just say that, right?
Yeah, call it like it is. Call a spade a spade.
Yeah, that's right. So how? Because we're speaking to other artists, other female artists that are out there that might be in the mix, might get put into a position and they don't know how to come out of it. How did you, just one particular instance, you don't have to give me the whole laundry list of it, but one particular instance of, and you don't have to say any names, you can keep the names where they are to protect the guilty. But, how did you back out of the situation? How did you come up out of the mess? And what were the red flags, or what brought your antennas up to be like, hold up, man, this ain't it. This isn't the space that I need to be in. Or was it just some overt situation where, you could just tell that it was just lustful intent across the board?
Okay. I can give you two instances from two different versions of my life, from my lyricist side and from my modeling side of life, because they intertwine very, very, they're right there in the middle. One of the photographers that I was working with at such a young age, with me not necessarily being naive, but still learning how life goes while trying to unfold the personal part of my life. It was a lot of times to where there was grooming involved. And there would try to be this build of trust with them. So that way, whenever it was something emotional or personal, I can run to them. And again, with me being at such a young age, I'm not thinking too much of it, and I can be very trustworthy. And I've tried not to let my guard down a lot with people, but I'm a very caring and genuine individual. I would notice the patterns, especially when it would be a lot more alone time. A lot of it showed with the shoots that we were taking or the ideas that they had. There would be drinking involved as well. Now, I'm not saying I was like completely underage. I was 17, 18, but the photographers were way older than just your 20s and your 30s. So there would be drinking involved, and there would be times to where I would model with my sister a lot, and we both had to experience some of the things, some of the odd comments, which were also red flags. And one of our other friend girls at the time had some experience to where it was physical action going on, and it was nothing being said, to the point to where she was fearful to talk about it. There was times to where that same photographer offered money to me to to please me in some way. And I was just like, nah, that's something that we're not gonna do. That's not even a direction that I want to go with you, and that's not what I'm here for. They would try to be like, oh, well, it's nothing. I just want to take care of you, and it will be because you're beautiful. And I see you. I see the woman that you are, how you carry yourself, things that way. It's nothing wrong with you feeling that highly about me, but why take it in that direction? And you know my age, and you know my spirit, you know my heart and my mind. You're trying to take advantage of that. So I altogether had to take myself away and just stop talking to them. I couldn't look at them. I just erased them out of my life and act like they were never there from the first part. So with the artist side of things, they also tried to offer money to myself and a friend of mine. And it was the same thing. It was the same interaction, but it would be a lot of come over to my house, a lot of that personal time, and a lot of jabs that I would say verbally. So it's unfortunate that it happened, but again, it's just character development has built me into the woman that I am today.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking with Seven, and she's being very open and vulnerable right now with us as it relates to, I would say, traumatic experiences from a young age with individuals who were supposed to be mentors, professionals, photographers, and people that you entrust your time, efforts, and energy to, that are supposed to be collaborating to make your transition into this entertainment space a lot easier. But you find yourself as a woman being manipulated and quote unquote seduced to a degree. But of course, you know, if you have the mindset like a Seven, Miss Aysha Lewis, you are aware of the tactics and the tricks. I'm surprised you didn't tell the sheriff.
I would try to handle it on my own and try to process differently. And then you know how dad can be. I'm the only girl, so I know.
No, but that's the reason why you want to tell the sheriff. That's why you want to tell pops.
That too.
You see, because yes, you're not supposed to handle that on your own. You're supposed at 17, 18-year-old, and you got these grown men trying to do things other than take care of business. Yes, you're supposed to have pops come in and blow their motherfucking head off. I'm confused in terms of what you're trying to present to me right now, because now I'm aggravated internally. And I don't have daughters. I have two sons, but if I had a daughter, that's the only thing that could be on my mind. And that's what I know is on a lot of men's minds when it comes to their daughters.
Yes.
In terms of how another man is going to treat their daughter.
Right.
Whether it's romantic, whether it's intimate, whether it's business, you know, whatever the case may be, how is the world going to treat my daughter? And if it's anything outside of how I would do it, I'm on 10.
Right.
And I'm a sheriff and I got a license to shoot you in the ass. So please.
Exactly. Try it if you want to. Try it if you want to.
Try it if you want to. So why didn't you take it to pops? Give me that understanding. Make me understand that.
It was a lot of personal reasons, especially with family, as to why I didn't go to them. There was a lot going on. I'm always kind of been the middle child. So I just watch and see what's going on. I'm that listening ear for my family at times. And with everything that was going on for us as a family on a personal scale behind closed doors, it was just kind of like everyone's not hearing me right now because they're too, not saying that they're too busy for what I may have going on, because I know if it's serious, everything will stop. What do we need to do? How can I help you? How can we prevent this from happening? I know they'll come to me in my time of need, but I feel like I got in the way of that, and I got too much into my head that I couldn't just be honest, even for my own peace, and say that what was going on. It was a lot of me versus me when it came to that.
Okay. All right. And it's understood. I'm not going to keep digging into it because there's a lot that we could get into with it, and I don't want to get too personal. Right. But I do want the audience to know who you are, what you've experienced, what you've gone through. Before I go any further, I do need to know if I'm going to get an opportunity to interview and have a conversation with Seven at a later date. Once again, as you keep going, as you keep rising. I want to know that.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Man, you hold up. Gucci said the same. T.I. said the same thing. All these niggas said the same thing. When they got big, then motherfuckers don't know me no more.
But it's me though. That's the difference. It's me.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hold you to that, Seven.
Hold me to it. Hold me to it.
I got the receipts, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. Seven said we good for another interview.
You got me.
No, I'm enjoying the conversation. So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
It has something to do with Jackson, Mississippi, the great state of Mississippi, the independent grind that you're on. How does being in Mississippi impact your growth?
Being in Mississippi impacts my growth in a positive way. It's always something that's going on that continues to motivate me and push me with all of my ventures. I love our state, and our states just we need the right voice. That's all that we need. We need the right voice, and we need somebody with the right focus and intent, a genuine intent, because we're slowly sinking to the point to where, which is a positive thing, the community is starting to do more for each other now, and the arts are taking over. It's slowly but surely happening in our faces. And I remember telling the fam this as we were coming, it's going to change. It's going to be a lot of stuff that happens. We're going to get a lot more attention when it comes to Mississippi, close to the point to where it possibly gets to Atlanta. Because even though we're Mississippi and we're in the South, we're still the birthplace of what's happening here. You've seen it with Sinners, all these different movies with Morgan Freeman coming down. Mississippi has a lot of love, and it's a lot of greatness that's came from Mississippi, which is another inspiration to what I'm doing. So all we need to do is to just focus and have faith, and please put the ego aside. It's easier said than done, but we've gotten so lost to the point to where now kids are hurting each other. Our youth, the people that's supposed to be coming behind us, that's supposed to be learning these things, it's too much access when it comes to technology, even with music, which is another big influence. We're allowing it to just be taken over into just not even discussed as rot the brain, rot the knowledge that we have, not rot the power that we possess to change these young people. So I pray that these young people get around the right sources, that they are receiving the right resources and being around the right light and guidance to do better and be better as a community, because we need the change desperately, but we need people to actually lock in. Yeah, we will call it like it is. Just lock in and just let's move forward together. We don't have to do everything separately.
Okay, all right. I don't like to sit there and waste people's time. Can I have a second to do something right quick? Can I take a moment to do something right quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, a little quick intermission, man. Look, just a quick intermission. Let me do this right quick, man. Since these folks think I'm playing about who you are, and I don't like folks because I don't even play the radio. Goddamn, you know what I mean? But we gonna give them a little something. My ass.
Weird.
Seven, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson, Mississippi.
Free me, free the team, free the boss, free the knowledge, add the fruit to the moss. Get the sense, get the peace, and don't forget to keep it P. Check the stats from the charts, fuck the world, this art. Play a role, play a part, stay the aim like a dart. Send a shot, by it's just mischief. We the pattern, we the status, we the cause of their actions. We inspire all the fashion. That's past tense. Don't dance, I'm a star. Shining everywhere we are. Big tipping like a car. Let's take it to Mars. Red dust for the ash. Roll it in another gar. I'm so bad. Billie Jean turned blue. Then Michael ran into the jet. Didn't hear me, it's cool. Quick to hit him with a hump. Quick to hit him full steam. Orange collar nectarine. See what I mean? I be worried about this, but they be worried about me. Ain't that keen? Ain't that neat? Ain't that sharper than a number two? Ain't that Sam Adam to the Q? Ain't that so-and-so? Let's see who got work. Where that pen hit that booth on the verse. Can you perform without yelling so we can hear all your words?
Say what?
Thank you. I touch bodies after bodies. Let me remix. I hit 52K in 30 days. So what's the reason why they mad and they feels? Maybe the sand ran to the bottom of the glass. I took my problems so my child will wear his mom on the tee. I hit the button for my piece, don't give a fuck about me. I looked around for the egg, but what I found was a pea. Said my mental wasn't stable, so I did it on feet. Had the chase and then the track, now that's confusing, you see. I took a note straight from the book, now they surprised that I see. I said don't put me in no box, I'm not an artist, capiche. I took my hands from my pockets, Instagram on my G. I made away with $7 and then nothing, my G. Asked my mama how many nights I slept with the sun in my room. Asked my sister about transcending, how she modeled a two. Asked my best about them cookies that I sold on a Tuesday. Bet the crow hit the glass on the way. I fused the gossip with a 360 panel. I put my heart up on that line every time. I told my girl we check for quarter. What the fuck is a dime? I'll take the dish that they served and send it back to the cook. I'll take an inch into a mile. I read the scene like a book. I told Coke I got the feed. If these niggas get greedy, send the flowers straight to Getty. They surprised, no confetti. How she making all the moves, must be voodoo or something. Swear she talking cash money, better check her or something. Run the cans, we gon' bust them like we can for something. I give God all the glory, Escalestes.
Hey.
They weren't listening to me. They didn't hear me. They didn't hear me.
Man, y'all better stop playing with Seven.
What?
Y'all better stop playing with this young lady, man. This diamond in the rough. No, I told y'all she ain't a damn diamond in the rough. She already a star. Y'all don't listen. It's like she just said, y'all not listening.
Y'all ain't listening to me. Y'all on a TikTok.
Man, tell me that woman ain't got bars, man. Tell me that woman ain't out. Anybody on this live, tell me that woman, man, please.
It's about the lyricism. What you talking about? What are you feeding me with your music? What are you supposed to be telling me? I can dance all day, but what you telling me?
Yes. So let's talk about it. That was part 1 and part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about that.
Man.
That piece.
Yes, that lovely piece of mine. That's
lovely piece, yes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces from that album. That was a big representation of me. I remember going to my car to write that. I had already picked out the 3 different beats. I was hearing them while I was driving around, and I was like, "Oh, that'd be hard." I was like, "Wait a minute, they'll go with that." And I said, "Dang, I could really end it off like that for real." So, with Release the Pen, it's more so like releasing what I have been feeling or what I'm holding on to. That's why the album is called Surrender. We just putting it all on the table, and we're gonna let God do with whatever that we feeling. So, in the first part, it was a lot about my trials and hardships that I faced coming into the entertainment industry, starting from the Takeover Runway show, which was the first runway show that I had partnered with my other partner at the time in 2024. And it had like 52 models, all from Mississippi, from Louisiana, from Chicago, like different states. It was 52 models, young individuals that came together to produce art and express themselves. So tying it into Release the Pen, I would talk about that, a little bit about myself, and it would be little shade trees here and there. I'm a Scorpio, so I could be a little petty, and I'm my own amusement. I'm my own best friend at some things. So it was all for my pleasure. Then into the second part, I will go into shout out to Coach Monet, shout out to DJ Fee, shout out to I'm butcher his name, shout out to Kansas Gray, in their short film Flower. Coach Monet has been such an inspiration, and his ties to some of my brothers in my family, in his words, his lyricism, how he carries himself, is so important to me. I'm such a Coke fan. And then with Kamikaze, that's another one of the inspirations of Fifth Child. It's so many leaders and representations of our art that pushed for Release the Pen, and the lyricism. Dear Silas, Akeem Ali, I could go on with the list of how many artists that have really touched me on an emotional level and on a cultural level. So they had to get their shout outs when it came to Release the Pen. And I had to feel myself a little bit. I had to boost my confidence. And I felt like I needed that. I had to pour into myself. So sometimes you gotta let yourself know you the shit. You the shit and then some with the toilet paper. Okay, you're all of that. So it's very
not the schoolhouse rough ass toilet paper or Charmin.
Charmin, Angel
Okay.
Salt.
Okay.
That Angel Salt, the good stuff.
Hold on just a second. This is comedian Jarrell Braswell. Hold on a second.
Okay.
He might be free. He might be able to join us. Hold up. Hold on a second. I mean, I want you to continue, please. Please keep talking. Don't stop talking. This show time, baby girl. Let us know.
I'll let you know. Okay, cool. So yeah, with the second part of Release the Pen, yeah, it was more so I gave y'all the first half of what I could do when it comes to writing and with my pieces. This is another way that I could take it too. So it wasn't still
hold on a second, baby girl. Hold on a second. Yeah, JB, talk to me.
Send me a link.
Okay, good. I'm sending you a link. Wonderful. He's available.
Ooh, wait.
Yeah, but like keep on going, because now we about to get off into some shit.
We finna get into some shit for real.
Yeah.
So.
This comedian Jarrell Braswell about to get online with her. You know what I'm saying?
Snap.
Yeah, buddy. Yes, I done told all my friends about you, man. Whether you realize it or not.
Love that. That's love right there. That's much love. I really appreciate it.
The whole world know about you at this point. I done partner for real, Ricky Ross, all of them about you.
Oh, that's hard. I appreciate that. But yeah, we Released the Pen. That was just a piece of me. I didn't do a video with the part 3 of Release the Pen because it was very sentimental, and it was one of those private diaries that a lot of people didn't see. An example being I wore a mask, but my body wasn't covered with sheets. The mask being what everyone else sees, the businesswoman, the model, the DJ, the host, the lyricist. Y'all are seeing all these different versions of me, but no one knows what happens behind those closed doors. Even with with yourself and other people, we don't know. We don't talk about our feelings all the time. We express them in different ways, but that's where my mental health really came into play. And I opened up a little bit more on a personal and genuine scale when it came to part 3. So that's why I didn't do the video, and I talked a lot about my faith. It was more so a faith-driven piece.
Nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, y'all. This man don't need no introduction. My brother, comedian Jarrell Braswell, in the building. JB, can you hear me, JB?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, man, I thought you was about to get on stage.
No, I just got off.
Oh, that's what's up. Man, we here with Seven, man. Seven, comedian Jarrell Braswell, Seven.
How you doing? Give me outside.
Yes, indeed. You out there in South Carolina, man? I mean, are you in the green room or are you out there walking around?
I'm outside. I'm finna let y'all see what's going on.
Yeah, let us see what's going on, man. We want to see what's happening in the room, goddamn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome through the comedy house. That sounds like
trying to get it good. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, man, take your time, baby. I'm shit. If I give you a chance to see a comedy show.
Whatever we want. Yeah, whatever we want. I think I'm gonna get a picture right quick. Y'all see, we got got no one get a picture. Y'all say I got somebody want to take a picture with me.
Why wouldn't they want to take a picture? You just got off the goddamn stage. Hey, now how you doing, beautiful lady?
Good. How are you?
Yes, indeed. Tell me what you thought about Jarrell Braswell live and in your face.
I didn't hear it.
You said how was my performance?
A1, clock it.
Okay. Yes, indeed. That's what I'm talking about. Greenville, South Carolina.
Yeah, man. Doing it in. Let me take a picture of it right quick, though. Y'all hold on.
Okay. Yes, indeed. Got us on hold and shit, taking pictures. We're trying to get to the comedy show, Seven. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
What?
yeah.
Yes, indeed. Hey, I'm gonna have to be like what's his name from Purple Rain. You know what I'm saying?
What was they?
You know what I mean? You know, I need some asses jiggling, some titties wiggling. I need
I
satisfaction.
need
Come on now,
satisfaction.
let's see some goddamn comedy.
Hold on, let me show you. Hold on. All right, hold on. See right there. Sold out.
Sold out show, man. All I'm saying is Jarrell Braswell. There it is. Bam. Ooh.
Hold up.
Great
Man, he got a filter on there or something. I don't know what they doing. Now we got a shoes. Nice shoes though. I like the shoes. There you go. Damn. On the road, ladies and gentlemen, with Jarrell Braswell. Sold out show out there in Greenville, South Carolina with Bubba Dub, Jarrell Braswell, the BPE boys. Yes, indeed. 7, that's what you're working towards, Miss Lady. Packed houses.
Wall to wall.
Wall to wall, ladies and
Wall
gentlemen.
to wall.
Out there on the road with my man Jarrell Braswell. That's what I'm talking about.
Wall to wall, man. You know what I'm saying? It was like that last night. Both shows, same.
I can't hear you, JB.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we can.
It's too
There
much.
you go.
I'm back. I ain't drop out. I ain't drop out. Too much
Okay.
going on. We've been killing them all weekend, man.
Yeah. You got another show. What time tonight?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock show tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. And then tomorrow, what's going on with Sunday?
6 o'clock. One show.
6 o'clock.
Then we take it to Baltimore on the 12th. In Baltimore, Maryland. Then after that, we in Cincinnati, Ohio. And after that, we in somewhere else. We rolling. So we just going. Yeah.
Words of wisdom, man. You know, we're talking to 7, you know what I'm saying? Aspiring artist coming out of Jackson, Mississippi, man. You know, she's one of the coldest in the game. She's on the rise, you know what I'm saying? She's on social media on fire right now. She's just coming off of Jackson Music Indie Week. Jackson Indie Music Week out in Jackson, Mississippi with my man Kamikaze, aka Mr. Franklin 601. So do you have any words of wisdom that you can bestow upon this lovely lady as she's moving rather swiftly within her career? She's a content creator. She is an academic. She is a rapper. You've heard some of her music.
Yeah, I seen her last night.
You've heard some of her pieces.
Yeah, she brought me to sleep last night. I was already tired to come back on live. Long night. I was out of there, Jack. But hey, I looked at the whole video. I'm like, shit, I'm out of there, Jack. I was hard working, man. Deep all that shit on the stage every night, you know, doing what you do. When you're passionate about what you do, you're gonna leave that shit on the stage. So that's why I left it last night. Leaving it right there now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just working, but just keep going. You in the lane, you ain't gotta get out of. You ain't gotta get nobody away because you're doing your own thing. So just keep it rolling and keep it moving, man. Shit, like you found your niche, so keep sharpening up your knife, your sword, whatever you chopping them down with, and keep this shit rolling, man. You know what I'm saying? I like what I seen. You know, I don't like everybody's shit. I ain't saying it just because you're in front of me. If it was horrible, I'd say, man, you can go back in the lab. But like you've been in the lab, you know, it's like you've been in the lab. So I like it, man. So keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, here and there, find what you can improve in, but you know what you can improve in. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you don't know. We don't know when you messing up. Only you know when you messing up. So keep going up, man. Don't let nobody dang.
Hold up, JB. I'm gonna cut y'all right there. I know where she's messing up at. She got there and put me on D&D. She had me on block. She got there and had me in the spam folder. That's where she messing up. Goddamn.
Damn, yeah, you can't be doing that though. You got to make sure you taking care of business, man.
Facts. Communication is something
it is the key.
That shit can make you or break you in this industry, man. Communication, promptness, being on time, taking this shit serious, you know what I'm saying? Coming through and producing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people get comfortable and get complacent and fall off and they knock themselves off. Ain't nobody else knock them off. Shit, you can't got. It's hard to be the man who know how to quit. So if you keep going and don't quit, man, you gonna keep going. You know, it's
Right.
people that get comfortable. Well, I got me a hit. Well, motherfucker, you gotta get another one. Gotta get another one. You know, people get real comfortable every night. Like I said, last night I could have went out on my shield and been like, man, I had a good show last night. Motherfucker, we got another show tonight. 2 more to be
Right.
exact. So you got to keep it going, man. You always want it to feel like you just started doing it. When it stop, feel like you just started doing it. That means you really ain't really doing it like you want to death me. I
Yeah.
still feel like I first started, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm really getting hungrier and thirstier than when I was when I first started. So they're working in my benefit, man. I'm doing this shit at an elite level. And you gotta keep getting better and better. If you don't, your ass gonna get knocked out. And nobody got knocked out. Your piss poor performance, your lack of preparation thereof will get you knocked out or looked over. So you gotta
Yeah.
keep working no matter what. You always gotta keep working. Ain't no I'm here, I'm there. You always got somebody trying to come up to and somebody that wants your spot. So you always gotta keep working.
Yeah. Big shout out to everybody that's joined the live. I think these are a lot of her friends, fans, and family. Storytime, KYBL Gaming, Danina 550.
KYPL, whatever the hell go, some sign like
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, you know, the Healing Touch has joined the party, and of course, you know, someone asked in one of the questions to you, Seven. They noticed that you were in to the sea moss in good health.
Ooh, yeah.
Whether you realize it or not, our fans go research you. When I tell people that you're gonna be on it, they go find out shit about you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they did ask the question. So talk to me about the sea moss and you staying or keeping yourself in good health.
Yeah. So around the time when I started going to Holmes Community College, I started working at a very known Jackson store called The Herbal Blessings, right there on Fair Street, close to Johnny T's. It's been there for so long, providing so many benefits and products to individuals, but holistically and not through pharmaceuticals. So I started working there from my own spiritual journey, and then my family knows a little bit about herbs and spirituality, so that was another push as to why I did it. I felt comfortable, I felt safe being in that environment. I left only because entrepreneurship started to catch more of my attention, and so I wanted to put more of my focus there. And so I came back to the Herbal Blessings. I never was a stranger. I would still pop my head in. I would still advocate to people about the holistic ways of life and how important it is to make sure that you're healthy. Something that I carried with me from working at Herbal Blessings was hearing more about becoming plant based. I would hear, oh, Eric, that's the owner, how he's a plant based herbalist, how he's been doing it for years. I would watch some of the meals that he would prep, like for example, with the spaghetti. And I know he gonna say something to me because he always hear about the spaghetti. It's pecans. You don't use ground beef, he use
Yep.
pecans and use walnuts as a replacement.
Walnut, yep. Look like meat. Yep.
It's delicious. It's delicious. I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like,
I be killing them hoes. When I go to Dallas, my partner be killing that shit. When you want some tacos, I want some of that walnut meat. Yeah.
exactly.
Go on, let that shit soak up and get it right. Go on, blend it up right. And season that shit up right.
And that's all it is. It's just
That's
the
all it
season.
is.
Depends on
Yep.
how you do it. But I wish more people would get out of that comfort zone of what we know with chicken and steak and stuff
You
like
gotta
that.
learn to relearn. All that shit bad for you. Chicken, steak, all that shit. That's the most poisonous bird in the yard, the chicken. Most
Yeah,
people don't
and
know it.
hormones and stuff too. You don't know
Yeah.
what you're eating now. And they still got recalls on it. So it's in our face. We just have to be the ones to push ourselves and put that discipline within us. So I am plant-based. I've been plant-based for 2 years, and it was by choice, but it was also because my body wasn't processing meat and dairy like it was used to. And of course, dairy produces more mucus in the body.
Yes.
And I don't know if y'all smoke, but your girl do a puff every now and then. I smoke herbs, like
I
actual and
I
stuff like
smell reefer.
you. So yes, it does produce more mucus on top of your vices and the other habits that you're doing outside of it. So when I was hearing more about sea moss, um, It gives you energy. It has all of your vitamins, your B, your A, your E. It helps with your eyesight, hair, skin, nails. It helps with your digestive system and making sure that you're going regularly. It's the all in one, and it builds up.
Okay. That was so, since you know so much about sea moss, why we can't smoke it like reefer then?
You can't smoke sea moss. You gotta eat
But shit,
it.
I was just saying, since you know so much about it, shit, well, how you can't make it when we can't smoke the shit? Goddamn hell.
But
You can't make it edible.
it's
And
so hard.
you put it in the edible with some reefer. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
You could turn it to edible if you want to.
Yeah, I'm saying, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Goddamn, you over here about botanics and shit. You got this and your hair, your eyes, your lips, your nose, your earlobes, your teeth, your enamel, your toenails, your feet, your hooves, your cud, sea moss. But you can't smoke it. Like that's
Right, you can't smoke.
Oh,
Like you got the other benefits. It's just for your well-being. It's just for your
yeah.
well-being.
We gotta really see. We gotta really know, see if you know what you're talking about. That's why I threw the wrench in there. But yeah, you know what you're talking about, goddamn it, yeah. But yeah, man.
You only got one life, so it's just really important that you are taking care of yourself, especially if you're trying to leave a legacy behind. If you're trying to have kids, if you're trying to do all the things that you set out to do, it's important that you take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I look here, man. You know, we didn't took a very interesting turn in this conversation. We didn't went from being creative and being an inspiration to walnut substitutes is beef and taking a shit and goddamn, you know, boy, I mean, I gotta take back control of this goddamn conversation. Shit,
get us back.
You did, dude.
The hell? Anyway, I appreciate you guys, man. JB, now you know I love you, man. You know I love the fact that you come on here and you, whenever you go somewhere, you know, we talk day to day, but whenever you get on the road and you get out there on your comedy tours, because you've been on the I Got Motion tour since last year with Bubba Dub.
We're on a new one now. I'm telling to her now. So
yeah. So you know, you give us that opportunity to have that insight, man, and see what you do when you get out there on the road, from traveling through the airports, whether you drive to your locations. You know, you give us the inside feed to your day to day along your journey as a comedian. So Seven, you know, what is it that you're doing to provide to your audience? Because this is going to segue into another question. To your audience, to tap in and engage with Seven on a regular and consistent basis. What's your thing?
Education. Education is definitely something that I am pushing to my audience, whether that being in business, whether that's modeling, whether it's lyricism, or even just for your own personal well-being, for self-care, self-love, and mental health. It's an education and all of those things, and safety, to feel safe in your own skin, to feel confident in your skin, to feel confident in speaking about your emotions and showing you and teaching you the different types of emotions that you're feeling, because it's such a broad range compared to happy, sad, angry, and just fear. You have
don't fuck with me, yeah. Don't want me fuck with. Leave me the hell alone. I'm in that mode all the time. Leave me here alone. You ain't talking about no money, no show. Don't call my motherfucking phone. Yeah.
So yeah,
But 11 times out of 10 you being those anyway.
Yeah, so I just push to educate and to at least be an inspiration to others that's trying to find their way and trying to figure out, okay, how do I express who I am and what can I do with it, and how do I get to where I need to be, who I gotta talk to.
So let me ask you this then, you know, because that was a lot that you threw out there, but I want to know, how does that tie into conversion for you? How does that tie into from your platform to the audience, which would inevitably be a consumer, to, hey man, reaching out for support? You know, this is how you tap into my network for support. You can either buy the merch, the apparel, support a show. How do you convert that digital platform in real estate into conversion rates of revenue coming into Seven?
Yes. So most of that comes from Seven Spaces Entertainment Company. And for those that don't know, I'll I have to shed a little bit more light on that. That is something that's by the people, for the people, is to bring the community together, to bring that safe space. And we produce a lot of different creative events. We host open mics, we host workshops, we host networking gatherings. We do the Click Up Again. That's something for everyone to create within themselves at little to no cost. Most of our events are a maximum of $10, 10, 15, 25 being the absolute max. Because again, the economy is terrible too. So we know people got to eat and got bills to pay, and then on top of that, they got kids. So this is another reason why we're pushing for other people to come to our events, to be a part of films, to learn about how to film make, how to act, how to create your resume, and shed light on the different businesses around the city of Jackson and the state of Mississippi. Mississippi, what I'm talking about. In the state of Mississippi, we have the Urban 601, which is our local online radio station. So it's strictly Mississippi artists. We have a collection of everyone from your Ray Kincaid all the way down to upcoming artists where they can broadcast their music. I'm the type to just be explicit. I'm okay with the clean stuff. I understand why it got to be clean, but sometimes not everybody is clean. You got to say how you feel. If you feel like it's fuck people, it's fuck people. It is.
Goddamn right.
If it's fuck them, it's fuck them. So it's an explicit radio station, but it's for others to feel seen and be heard. Purchase our merchandise. We have affirmation hoodies in different colors. So it has one to where you are worthy, you are special, you are powerful. So you're telling yourself that, but even when people like read it behind you, they're also getting their words and their affirmations, and they're getting that self-love. With the talent development agency that we have, it's a lot of models and actors that don't know how to find their way or who to talk to or how to
no direction, and they're going out there blind.
Exactly. So they can.
We gotta go. We wrapping up everything. I'm gonna meet y'all later on. We're going on later on, G.
Yeah, we're gonna go on later on after you get off this. After you get off your show, then, B.
Yeah, we gotta take pictures and stuff. So, y'all, man, y'all already know, man. Go tap through my website www.jvfamily.com. Google me. Goddamn, we out here working, but y'all go tap in with Seven, man. Y'all share this live, share this love, everything she got going on. If you in Jackson, your ad need to be there. There ain't nothing to do no goddamn way. Go tap in and be a part of something, man, to make something happen for yourself and other people as well. You can't inspire if you're not there and inspire nobody, man. So goddamn, at least be a solution to the problem, man. Don't be a problem. Yeah. Yes.
Pleasure meeting you. Such a pleasure.
All right, JB. So, yeah, keep going, Seven.
Yeah, so the Seven Agency, again, that was our talent development agency. So if anyone knows people that's trying to become models or actors or even brand ambassadors for the company, we teach them how to pitch, how to market, how to create in all of our departments. I don't believe I'm missing one. Yes, the Spade Foundation. That's our nonprofit that we have. Volunteerships, any type of community events that you all may have, please invite us to it. We try to be there for others as much as we can. We are in demand, which is okay. So we try to do our best with time and scheduling while also prioritizing our personal health. I'm big on that. And I don't want my fam to just spread themselves thin, because we've already experienced that, and we know the boundaries that we have to set moving forward with that on a business scale. So we just want to be here. We just want to make people understand that we are here for them and to provide that opportunity to be you. It's only one you, and it's only one life. So let's let people see the star that you are, to see that shine. You got to shine for everybody, especially from Jackson, Mississippi. We gonna be our own love. If nobody else want to give us our love and our flowers, we're gonna give our own self flowers.
Yes, indeed. Your go-to R&B group, and which song out of that group really gets you going?
Oh, Drew Hill. I love Drew Hill. And In My Bed, the remix is my favorite. I loved it. What?
Hey, that's your. I ain't say nothing. That's your group. Drew Hill, ladies and gentlemen, In My Bed.
Drew Hill, that's my R&B group right there. It's some cool ones out there, but it's just something about Drew Hill.
No. I mean, I'm just, I figured you could have, I'm saying, Drew Hill, ladies and gentlemen. She loves her some Drew Hill.
But see, I listen to different stuff though. I'm more of a boom bap kind of girl.
Okay, boom bap. All right. Okay. Gotcha. Nothing wrong with that. So your boom bap, Mount Rushmore, then. And you know that's 4?
Yeah.
Heads on Mount Rushmore. So give me 4 that would be on your Mount Rushmore.
I'm excited to give you this one. West Side Gun.
West
Side Gun.
Okay, West Side Gun. Okay.
Benny the Butcher.
Benny, go hard as a motherfucker.
Conway the Machine.
Okay, I got you.
Of course, the first lady Armani Caesar. That's that girl right there. That's my folk for boom bap.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, notice the names that she proclaimed, right? Now, earlier in our conversation, everything always circles back around. But earlier in our conversation, we was talking about what women go through in the game. And there was only one woman on her list.
Miss Armani Caesar. That's her.
Okay. All right. I ain't gonna. It is what it is. Mississippi influences. Now you mentioned a couple. You said Kamikaze, but any other Mississippi influence? You mentioned Akeem Ali. Any other Mississippi influences?
Man, Ray Kincaid, Coke Boomaye, Story, Dear Silas, Inspire, Fresh 24. Shout out to Fresh 24, the real ones. It's a bunch of people for me to just put it in one list because I've heard so many. Miss Jessica, even all the way down to producers. Like, it's so many talented people that I've looked up to, and when it came to just meeting them in person, it's mind-blowing. Mastodon, that's another one. Kwame Braxton, Crooks, Da Vinci. It's so many talented people that I've met along the way that needs more of a mic and needs more of a light, even all the way down to R&B, Janice, to poetry, Aysha, Taylor. It's a lot of dope people that I'm around, man, that just really got to be heard, that inspire me way more than they know. And I appreciate them for just continuing to guide me and give me this light. Even on the trap side, Rico, that's been someone that I've learned a lot from on the music side and the business side of things. That's like my brother right there. And Miss John Carter, that's another woman in poetry. So yeah, many people that's really just inspired me.
You ever run across Smoke D in your area?
Not yet, but I know it's coming.
Okay. How can you not? Smoke D lives there. He's right there.
He is. It's gonna happen in due time. I'm a big person of trust and time, man.
Okay. All right. And Smoke is a real one. Smoke is a phenomenal artist. He takes his craft seriously. And he's a community activist. He's really tied in and tuned in with what's going on in the city of Jackson and the surrounding areas.
Can I make one more shout out too?
You can make as many shout outs as you want.
I definitely want to give another shout out, and I couldn't go past this to two people, Big Crit and David Banner. Crooked Letters is still not forgotten about, even though I am 23 years old. Like I said, I've been here for a while, and I've kept my ear down for a while. So definitely shout out to them, because laying that foundation for us to get us heard from all these people around the state, yeah, I got to give both of them their flowers.
Okay. That's what's up. Now, we've gone through a good bit of information. All right. I'd like to reserve some things for our next interview, our next conversation. Hopefully you've enjoyed our time together today as we've, jumped off into the life of Seven, aka Aysha Lewis, Miss Aysha Lewis. Do you have anything that you want to present to our audience and to the world before we wrap everything up?
Yes, I do want to talk about some of the things that we have coming up. We have
Aysha, hold on a second. Let me do this. I'm gonna give you this platform so that you can be on the screen and do the drops by yourself. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So
there you go.
So with Seven Spaces Entertainment, what we have coming up on April 15th is our rhythm and poetry open mic that will be at the Herbal Blessings on Ferry Street, and you can see more of the information on our social media page that I will give after these announcements that I have of what's coming up. On the 18th, we have something called Club 7, which is our network and social gathering. It is jungle themed, so if you have any animal print, or even if you would just like to wear black, please come out and support. Come connect with your cousins, talk with your family members, and know who's around you, because you never know who is all in your space. You never know who's listening. You never know who's watching. So it's important that you are getting out. And I know life is a lot right now, and it's a lot to process. Everybody's trying to budget, but again, you only have one life, and you got to showcase yourself. You got to push yourself out there, and you got to stay on your own ass. So we encourage people to continue coming out to Club 7, with that being a monthly event, including the open mic. And lastly, for the Click Up, which is also an open event, and it's free. It's free. All you gotta do is just show up in the theme, and the theme is cosplay and music. So if you're an anime lover, DC, Marvel, whatever that you may be into comic wise, you can come as a character or a different genre of music. So rock, pop, hip hop, whatever the case may be, even gospel. You can come as a celebrity or just match the theme, and that will take place at Offbeat. So follow our social media at 7 Spaces ENT on Instagram, the number 7 Spaces on Facebook, as well as at 7 Spaces ENT on X or Twitter, however you identify it as. And that's where we see most of my work. That's where we see most of my team and their creative endeavors and their businesses and all the dope shit that they do. So definitely stay in touch with what we got going on, because we will be having casting soon. We will be taking membership soon, because we have a lot that we're trying to do, and it's like an all hands on deck thing. But we need you as the community for that support, and we need those great-minded individuals with genuine intentions of making the community better to be a part of our family and be a part of our tribe, and to help us push the mission and to save Jackson, and save the state of Mississippi. So I appreciate all the supporters that I've had thus far with all of my ventures, even all the way down to my herbal business, that being Buds and Transcend Care. Just tap in with us. We're always doing something, all the way down from podcasts to the radio station. We're going to be looking for artists soon. Tap in with us, please.
Okay. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 7. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. But you I know you ain't come on here thinking I'm gonna let you get off of here without you dropping something for me. You know what I mean? One of them pieces that you be talking about. I mean, I mean, anybody can get, in the booth or have their own phone in all personal recording studio and push some buttons and auto tunes the shit out of some shit. I know you ain't think I was gonna let you get on here.
I surely
and
did.
Not give me a little something.
What you want to hear?
Whatever it is, shit, this is your platform. This is your time to shine. Let me know what you're ready to spit, whether it's a poem, whether it's how you feel politically about what's going on right now with us being at war. You know what I mean? Or I don't even want to say at war, at conflict. You know what I mean? And everything that, or even what you're dealing with in Jackson with individuals that are older right now, dealing with having to pay electrical and water bills that are so far past due that the city's gonna cut them off. I mean, there's a whole lot of injustices and social commentary that you can represent and push to the world. I want to know what you're wanting to give to people. 7, talk to me.
So I ain't gonna spit nothing right now, I'll say that, but I will give you a piece that I would love for everyone to check out and listen to once we depart ways, and that's called Keep Up. That is a very self-confidence boosting song, and the world is in need of love. The community is in need of love and self-love as we know it, and to take care of themselves. So to give everyone a confidence booster and to make sure that they feeling good, especially going into Easter Sunday tomorrow for our Lord and Savior, Keep Up is a selection that I would love for y'all to check out and tune into.
Okay.
What that mean?
That's some bullshit, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I can't get it like that. I can't get it like that. Y'all got to come out and see me. I like to.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Come out and see it, but at the same time, don't ever ask her to rap on the spot. Don't ever ask her to give you a piece on the spot. Don't ever ask her to give a piece of your inspiration and love on the spot. She ain't gonna do it, man.
You can't feel me that way. I need you to feel my energy in person. You gotta feel and hear where I'm coming from. And
that's a good bounce back. I like that.
Yeah, come see about me. Come see about me.
Good rebuttal. Good rebuttal. Seven, I appreciate you, man. Did we touch everything? Did we get into enough until next time?
Oh yeah, I think we got a nice start until our next conversation.
Okay. And look, I will be, pushing these little micro segments and pushing it out to you. I'll definitely give you the full interview links and everything so you can chop it up and do whatever you want to do with it. But at the same time, we are going to push you, man. We are going to push this conversation and everything that you're bringing to the table for the state of Mississippi and the great city of Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been talking with Miss Aysha Lewis, aka Seven, one of the brightest stars in the sky right now, representing and being a true ambassador for the great state of Mississippi. And I put that on her because we're here. She's truly just a representation of herself and everything that she's all about. But whether she realizes it or not, she's holding the mantle. She is carrying the burden. The cross is on her back squarely because she is representing the state of Mississippi. Whether she realizes it or not, I think she does. I know she does, just in conversation. But you all know that I am a true advocate of Mississippi, everything about Mississippi. Both my sons graduated from Mississippi colleges, Mississippi State and Mississippi College in Jackson, Mississippi. They both play pro basketball right now. One with the Detroit Pistons, the other with Azerbaijan. And I love everything about Mississippi and the greatness that comes from within. So to be on this conversation and speaking with Miss Aysha Lewis, aka Seven, is a blessing, it's a pleasure, and I thank you for your time, and everything about you is going to be great, Miss Lady, everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure to be here. I'm glad we got to have a conversation. I like the vibes. We locked in now. We like this. We famous.
Oh, we definitely locked in. We locked in. We locked in. And anytime you need us, anytime you have something that you need to talk about, you want to get out and get chopped up and dissected and pushed out to the people, we're definitely here for you in every way, shape, form, or fashion that you could imagine. And as always, beautiful people, y'all already know what me, man. It's about health, wealth, and wellness. Shit. Stay dangerous. What's good, beautiful people? It's your main man, Big G. And this is my personal invite to all of you to join me on Industry Talk on the Prime Time Network daily at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I get into great conversations with entrepreneurs, artists, industry leaders, you name it, we bring it to the table. So make sure you tap in with us, lock us in, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And we stream on all major platforms. And be sure to visit us at gemsitpublishing.com. This is Industry Talk. Let's get into it.
Motion.